Bonjour, this is Madam Hess. Welcome to this short little video on how to form the imparfait, which is the tense that we use to talk about habitual repetitive actions in the past. I hope you have your French notebook out ready to go. Please do not hesitate to pause this video so that you can take your notes and then use your notes to help you with all of your assignments, quizzes, and tests. Okay. All right, so I really like the imparfait because this is a tense that is totally regular. What that means is that every single verb in French follows this one rule that I have shown you on this slide, except for one, and I'll talk to you about that in a second or a few minutes. All right, so this is the rule. The first thing you do is you find the present tense of the new form of the verb. You would take off the ONS, okay? Voila. That is your stem or your root to which you're going to add the imparfait endings. And that's it. It's that simple. Okay, we're going to look at an example. This is the verb parler. The new form of the present tense is nous parlons. Remove the ONS, and this is your stem or your root to which you're going to add your imparfait endings. Okay, look at attendre. Okay, nous attendons. Okay, drop off the ONS, and we have ATTEND. Okay, the verb finir, nous finissons. Okay, drop the ONS, and you have an FINISS. So this is the stem. So be careful with your regular IR verbs because the stem is not the same as it is for parler and for regular ER and RE verbs, right? There is a little bit of a change. Okay, these are your imparfait endings. Okay, AIS, AIS, AIT, IONS, IEZ, AIENT. Okay, go ahead, feel free to pause the video so you can write these down. It's real important, and because you're going to need your notes as you start to learn how to write these. Okay, I'll talk to you in a minute. Okay, let's put the two parts together. All right, to change I play into I was playing, you're going to look at the new form of the present tense, which is nous jouons. Remove the ONS and you're left with JOU. Okay, and this is what the verb chart would look like. Je jouais, tu jouais, il jouait, elle jouait. Nous jouions, vous jouiez, il jouait, and elle jouait. Okay, I hope you notice that that the je, tu, il, elle, and the il with a S and L with an S, these 6 forms, even though their endings are spelled differently, all sound the same. Je jouais, elle jouait. Okay, it would be a good idea to write this down just so you can kind of get used to seeing what it looks like. Okay, here's our one exception, which is the verb être. Okay, so être, instead of saying je suis, I am, you're going to say j'étais, I was. Instead of saying tu es, you are, you're going to say tu étais, you were. All right, so the stem here is the E with an accent aigu, T. Okay, if I were you, I would take a minute and copy this down. A lot of students I find tend to forget this verb, and they'll do things like je suis a and nous sommes and stuff like that. So it's important to have this written down. I'll wait for you, and when you come back, we'll move ahead. Okay. Now we're going to practice. Okay, here, draw a line to the correct form of the imparfait. So go ahead and if you want, just write on your notes. 1 is equal to whatever letter, 2 is equal to whatever letter, and then the answers are on my next slide. Okay, here are the answers. Notice that for tu and je, I have given you two choices because the endings are the same, right? They're the same. So you can choose either one. So why don't you do a little bit of a comparison and see if you got these right. Okay, here, I want you to choose A, B, C, or D. We want to say we used to watch television every day. And the answer is regardions or B. Here, try this one. What is the correct form of finir? How would you say I used to finish my homework rapidly? Is it A, B, C, or D? Answers on the next slide. And the answer is finissez or D. This is usually the trick one, so I hope you got it right. Okay, here we go. What is the correct form of attendre when you want to say she used to wait for her friend every morning? A, B, C, or D? Answers on the next slide. And the answer is C, attendez or C. I don't know why that B right there, ignore that. Sorry. Okay, now let's talk about when we use it. Okay, please take notes on this also. 100% of the time, weather, date, age, and time are always, always, always in the imparfait. That's because you're usually describing things. You're describing things or you're setting up the background for other actions that take place in the past. Il faisait beau, it was nice out. C'était le 8 janvier, it was January 8th. J'avais 10 ans, I was 10 years old. Il était 8 heures, it was 8 o'clock. Also, habitual repetitive actions in the past. I think for me, an easy way to remember the, or to help you to decide whether or not to use the passé composé or the imparfait is to put the words used to into the sentence. If it makes sense, you use the imparfait. If it doesn't make sense, you use the passé composé. For example, when I lived in Paris, I used to play tennis. That makes sense, so it's the imparfait. Last Saturday, I used to play tennis. That doesn't make sense, so it's the passé composé. Alrighty, guys, we're done. I hope this helps. Please, text me or call me with any questions. I love to help. And let me know how you enjoyed this, if it helped. Talk to you soon. Au revoir.